so I'm gonna be teaching you how to make 2 different types of rabbit toys. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it and I hope you try and see if your bunnies like it. So for this, you are going to need some sizzle string right there. You're going to need some scissors or an X-Acto knife. Be very careful using an X-Acto knife. I have learned from experience, it is not fun when you cut yourself and then you have to go to the hospital. Learned that from experience. And you're gonna need at least 3 toilet paper tubes. You can add more, but I like to keep it 3 just to keep it simple and easy. So yeah, and you're also gonna need like a cardboard box. I have a cutout of some cardboard. Do make sure that the cardboard you are using is just raw cardboard. It has no ink on it, it has no writing on it, it has no stickers, no nothing. It's just plain cardboard because all those stuff can be poisonous and not very good for your rabbit. So we don't want that. So make sure it's raw, just plain. And if there is any, you can just peel it off and it'll be fine. But yeah. So this is, it's kind of hard to see, but this is how long my sizzle string is. It's about the length of my arm to the middle of my chest. So yeah, and I'm just using 3. I probably won't use all of this, but better to be safe than sorry. So you can always cut it shorter. So now I am going to take my scissors or X-Acto knife and take paper tube, and I'm just gonna like cut a hole, just like a little hole in the middle, and you just want it to be a hole. You don't want to like cut through it. Like you just want to make it pretty simple. Like you just want to poke a hole in it like that. That's a bit big, but try to do it as little as possible, but make sure the string can fit through it. So once you've done that with all 3 tubes, make sure they're pretty good. You're going to tie a pretty decent knot at the bottom of the sizzle string. Make sure the knot is tight enough so when you put the cardboard or the paper tubes on it, they cannot fall through. So yeah. So now we have this, and so I just poked it through both of the ends, and yeah, now it hangs on like this, and you're gonna want to tie a knot at the top right here, or like right there, or wherever, and just make sure it is good to go for the next one. So I tied this one on, and make sure there's a knot at the bottom and at the top of each one so it doesn't fall. But yeah, so just make sure to cut off the bottom if there's any stringy pieces because you don't want that. And yeah, so basically you can just like hang this up in the bunny's cage, and what I'm gonna do is I am going to fill the tubes with veggies, and so they kind of have to work for their food instead of just sitting around and eating it. So I'm gonna try that tonight, and yeah, I think they'll really enjoy it. I think it'll be fun, especially for little Ginny who loves to get into stuff. So yeah, let's go on to craft number 2. So this is my cardboard box. I already cut off like that much for other purposes in the past, but today I have that. So this one is a bit more freestyle, I guess. And so you're gonna need to cut it out, and you're gonna have as many long strips as you want, and you're gonna cut them out so that they look like a little square. It could be bigger, smaller, whatever, and you're gonna want a lot of these. So yeah, so I have cut them all up, and this is how much I get. You can have you want this size amount because you want a pretty decent size, but you can always go bigger and have more material for your rabbits. So yeah, next what you're gonna do is you are gonna take one of these pieces and you're gonna use your scissors or X-Acto knife, and just like we did with the last craft, you're just gonna like stick it in and punch a hole right through. Remember, be careful. Don't want to get hurt. So this is what the hole looks like. You just want it straight through the middle of all these. Yeah, this one's more time consuming, but that's okay because when I made 2 of these before and my rabbits have destroyed them so much, so it's worth it. But yeah, you're gonna want to do these for every single one. Yeah. Hey guys, I have done it. I have cut out every single one of those. So now we need the sizzle string, and we're just gonna take a chunk of sizzle string as long as you want it, and you're gonna tie a knot at the bottom, obviously, and you're just going to string them on. And there's different ways you could do it. You could do it like long ways, just kind of like a little chain thing, or you could make it a circle. I'll show you all the different examples if you don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah. So these are the 2 different types. This one is like a circle one, except it doesn't really look like a circle because it's kind of small, but it is a circle one. This one's more of like a keychain type of thing. Obviously, if you want to do a keychain, please cut off the ends and make it just so that it's kind of the cardboard, not any of this extra stuff. That's not what I'm doing, but yeah. So yeah, what I'm doing is I am connecting that one to that one. So yeah. So this is the final product of mine. Mine looks a bit weird because I connected it a bit weird, but it should look like this, where you have the keychain top at the top and then the circle at the bottom, kind of like this, but yeah. So that's what I got. Woo! Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope your rabbits love their toys. And yeah, have a good day.